Everyone, I'm back with Chelsie Pettus with Pettus CPA. How are you today?
I'm good, Dena. How are you?
Good, good. So I always like to start with, tell me a little bit about yourself personally,
Personally, I'm from Houston and currently have a CPA firm in Houston with my husband, who is a CPA. And we operate our CPA firm out of our garage apartment behind our home in the Houston Heights area of Houston. So that's pretty much what we do, and we've had this business since about September of 2020.
It's awesome. I guess it's really cool that you already had the garage apartment.
Yes.
So when you all decided to just open your own business, because I believe Trent has had the business before.
He had a business before,
and
yes,
then,
yeah. And then sold that one in another state, and then moved a few times. And kind of whenever COVID happened, we kind of started talking about, since we met at work, kind of getting back to being our own bosses again. So, and we put the wheels into motion August, September. So
awesome. So tell me about the services you guys provide.
We provide anything from tax, consulting, bookkeeping for individuals, businesses, pretty much the full gamut of what you would pretty much go to for a CPA.
Okay. And how much is your work on taxes versus consulting?
Taxes, definitely most of our business. I would say anywhere from 70 to 75%. And then the rest is broken up between consulting and audits and reviews. But a lot of those reviews that we do are with some business clients we already do their business returns for. Okay. So it's kind of a full service business for those clients.
Awesome. So tell my guests and everyone that's watching why it's important to hire a CPA for either yourself or for your business.
I truly believe it's very important to hire a CPA because there's so much about finances and the tax law that people just don't know about. And a CPA is always going to be up to date on that, looking out for you, looking out for your business, trying to do their best job possible to make sure you are saving the most money of your taxes paid, or to tell a business like what time of year should I make a large equipment purchase, or for an individual, you get a larger tax write-off if your car weighs over 6,000 pounds, and if you have an LLC business. So just things like that are very important for tax planning, and so that's why and even any questions you ever have throughout the year, pick up and call them on the phone if you're wanting to buy a home or make another kind of purchase, or sell something. We get a lot of questions about estates. With estates comes real estate or things like that, in order to know the best tax implications for them to plan for that.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of things like
yes.
6,000. Who would know that?
Yes.
And if you're putting it in an HR block or something very basic, they're not going to give you all those like little tidbits of information. I've heard even with small businesses that it's really good to when you do create the LLC to maybe even pay yourself, like have payroll. Is that something that's good, or?
That would be, would pay yourself payroll if you were setting up like an S Corp. If you're electing to be an S Corp corporation, which you can elect to be taxed as a partnership. But with LLCs, basically you kind of have, it's like a sole proprietor type business.
Okay.
And so you kind of have all your money running through your business account, and then you pay yourself as you see fit, because you want to have everything separate: personal checking, personal credit card; business personal checking, business personal credit card.
Awesome.
So,
are there any particular businesses that you focus on or concentrate on?
Right now, we have quite a few construction clients, anywhere from general contractors to manufacturers. Actually, we have a pretty big manufacturing client, and then a healthcare one. But we are definitely growing, so definitely not opposed to any kind of business to bring on.
What is kind of what is your strategy of your business?
Client service is number one. Getting back to your clients when they have questions or whenever they give you documents, making sure there's a quick turnaround for them for you. Also, just, a CPA takes a very high standard of ethics. So you want to make sure that you have a very ethical CPA, and that is very important. So those are, I would say, the client service and the ethics are definitely the two most important things we operate on.
Okay. How would you vet people for, their ethics, I guess, necessarily? What would be a red flag that maybe someone would?
Well, in a business like this, since it's service-based, a lot of it is word of mouth. And so that's, always, but, you can't please everybody. And that's one thing I think we've all learned that in life. But I guess vetting, is just, knowing their background. And I just feel like, with any kind of, when you hire anybody, you just get a feeling about somebody. Absolutely. And, taxes are pretty personal. It's you know things about people.
Yes.
And, from questions to their personal life to their professional life. So,
you know exactly how much is in their bank,
or if dependents and all that information. So, it is I truly you want to talk to them and get to know them and just make sure you are comfortable. I truly believe in gut feelings as well. For that kind of decision.
Absolutely.
So
okay, and what are some clients that maybe that are there any kind of clients that you don't service?
I would say that we've never. If anyone wants to wanted to set up a phone call or talk to us, I would say probably no.
Okay.
No clients that.
Awesome.
No.
Open to anything.
There's sometimes we look at people that their previous accountant or person's done, but it's they didn't know. Not everyone's going to know everything. So, but no, I would say
open to anybody.
Open to anybody, yeah.
Okay. Is there anything that you would advise people to do throughout the year to help prepare, to give you our taxes or whoever, they decide to hire as far as a CPA?
Well, back to if you have your own business, you definitely want to make sure, you separate personal and business. Try not to intermingle those at all, because if you are wanting to get deductions on your tax return for your business, we're going to be going through credit card statements, bank statements, and make sure it's only business related. So, what was the rest of the question? Sorry.
Just anything that someone might need to be doing throughout the year
yes,
to prepare themselves.
If you have a big life event happen, call your CPA and inform them about it. Anything from buying a house to starting a business to anything. And so that's it. You want to keep them informed. I know we've had people call us that, I was talking about the state thing earlier, if they have the parent pass away, they have some questions on the the tax implications of that. So you definitely want to. Usually they call you if they're hey, I don't know how this is going to be handled on my taxes next year, and I want to know if I need to set money aside or budget for something that might have a big tax bill coming up.
Okay. So I guess with that, if someone chooses to hire, your company, and that you offer advice throughout the year.
Yes.
It's not just some one time around tax time.
Yes, and we operate where if you're a client of ours, it's not, your tax fee is wrapped up in the entire year. If you were to pick up the phone and call us for a 15-minute conversation about a tax question or something going on in your life, we're not going to send you a bill for a 15-minute phone call. So that's kind of the way that we operate our business.
Okay. Who do you all work? Is it just basically Trent, your husband, that works on everything, or do you have a team? Or
right now it's just him and I. I'm a tax accountant as well, and I've done a lot of returns. And we definitely work in a prepare review, which is good. You get two set of eyes seeing your tax returns because you're not going to catch everything.
Absolutely.
So, and bouncing ideas off of each other. So that's who works on it at our office. And we did have a seasonal employee this past year, but it was just seasonal at the time. So maybe, business picks up enough, we can have another one. So
I'm sure it's right around tax time. You kind of get the, full court press. We all need it. Even with the extensions, I'm sure everyone waited till last minute. It's this extension, it's not April 15th, it's June 15th.
Yes.
So let's just wait another month to get it done.
Yes.
I think I was one of those people. Sorry, but. You also mentioned that y'all also do payroll. So I think we focused a lot on your tax business. What about your payroll services business?
Right now, really the only payroll client we really have is through QuickBooks.
Okay.
I've heard really good things, and something I'm kind of looking into through other services other than through like ADP out there that businesses could possibly use called Gusto. So something I've kind of been talking about with a old coworker, boss of mine of that side. But payroll right now is just, it's probably, I think we only have right now 2 clients that we do that with. So definitely something.
You're looking to grow that side of the business?
Because a lot of people just are not wanting to have a payroll accountant on staff right now. So it's something that definitely can be and has been readily outsourced. But if you don't want to go through like a big company and you want to have more of that, I can pick up the phone and actually call the person that I know is processing it at the time then.
How many employees, like, kind of would you say, like, as far as yours? I mean, you're probably not going to be like hundreds of employees type company, but what type of companies do you target?
Probably anywhere, 50 and below.
Okay.
Mid-size.
Yeah.
So
that it would make it a little easier for them to
Mm-hmm.
be able, they wouldn't, I mean, I guess if they were bigger than that, they would probably have someone full-time on their staff.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I think that's something that gets cut on the wayside with the small businesses, just because.
And payroll, I mean, it is, like if you're a corporation, you have quarterly reports that are due. I mean, it is a lot to stay on. And so it's always good to have that person that makes sure that that's getting taken care of. So.
Yeah, and it helps you keep your employees when you're a small business too.
And then another reason to have a good CPA is, they can find ways to save you money, and you could pay your employees more or hire somebody else and keep our economy chugging that way.
I guess that's not a way to think about it at all. If you're saving money on your taxes and you have more money for your business to spend on your business, to spend on your marketing, to spend on your health care, to spend on all your other things that could provide services to your employees and things like that. So, is there anything else you'd like to let anyone know about your business?
Not really. Just like I said, we're a fairly new business. It's gone well. We're around almost a year of being in business. And if you need a CPA, even if you're out of Houston, we have a few clients out of state, and it goes well. So with the way technology is today, so please let us know.
Great. How can they get a hold of you?
We have our website, www.pettuscpa.com. My phone number and my email address is on there. So is my husband's on our website. And email definitely is always good, and phone. So I would think so.
Great. Well, Chelsie, thank you so much for coming on the show. I appreciate it. And if you need a CPA, definitely give them a call. We'll be right back after this commercial break.